An example of how long a case can take depends upon the complexity of the case. I have a case where an individual underwent back surgery. Before he underwent back surgery, he treated for approximately 1 year. Following the surgery, I contacted his surgeon and asked him how long would he need to wait before we could receive a report about his functional ability to return to work. The surgeon indicated between 6 and 9 months following the surgery to make sure that the fusion took place before he would address what his functional capacity was. That's important because it gives you a sense of how long you need to wait. Now, it also depends on how much insurance there is sometimes. If the insurance is not that high, then sometimes the case is obviously worth more and the case can settle. But if there's significant insurance and a significant injury, there's steps that have to be taken for the client to make sure that all the damages are assessed. For example, following the back surgery, obviously there's going to be time missed from work. You need an economist. You may need a vocational expert. Vocational expert comes in, he looks at all the medical and determines what you can and can't do. For example, if you drove a truck before and now you had neck surgery and you can't drive a truck anymore, you go through a vocational expert who tests you and tries to determine what you can and can't do and what you'd be best suited for. Sometimes you may have to go back to school for a period of time because you also have an obligation to mitigate your damages, meaning you have to find something you can do. But if the doctor says you can't work at all, then that's a different scenario. But assuming you could do something, the vocational expert will find that position for you and then determine what it pays. Then we give that information to an economist. The economist obtains all your wage information for 5-10 years before you were injured and projects, based upon the vocational consult's expert opinion, what your wage loss would be in the future. They also decide how much your wage loss was up till this point. But it's important to find out what the wage loss is in the future. And then it's reduced to present value, which is not that significant. So that's how you come up with a value on the case.